What is going on, guys? My name is Koshmar and today we are going to talk about how the Hasan Piker situation got even worse. So essentially speaking, to involve you in, for those who haven't watched the first video, Hasan Piker, aka a famous streamer, I think a Kick streamer or Twitch streamer, who apparently advocates for left-wing ideologies such as, tax the rich, so on and so forth. Basically, basic left-wing ideas, or just leftist ideologies to be more precise. Now some of you might say, well, since he's a leftist, he would advocate to being a nice, a well-behaved, and a well-coded individual, like being nice, a generous, a kind soul. Well, yes, he does advocate to being that, but he is none of that. For instance, recently people have discovered that apparently he uses a shock collar on his dog to basically tame the dog in a sense, so the dog named Kea could get into this frame that is specifically designed for her. He had been going around in like weird controversies saying that the Hezbollah flag is really cool, which is a terrorist organization. I don't think that you should be praising a terrorist organization's flag just because it looks cool. I know it's this, technically speaking, it can be allowed and it might be factual, but it's not ethical in any sense because it's still a terrorist organization. The dude shocked the dog's neck with this electric collar. The problem is that up until now, this was mainly debatable. What I mean is that he didn't like admit of using such thing, and he was like, oh well, the dog just maybe tripped on a flea, something. The dog just yelped because it was dumb. People have found video evidence of him actually using the said shock collar, and it's actually mind-blowing.
Commemorative mug I got from England. Commemorative mug I got from England specifically.
See how the dog instantly just, it just twitched. It just twitched, and I was like, okay, I know what I need to do. I need to go to this place. It's almost as it's conditioned to do this thing under a certain thing, which is the influence of being shocked in the neck by this said collar. A lot of people are pointing out that this guy is demoralizing this dog because it's only the guy Hasan Piker is only using the dog as a facade, as just like this fake portrait of him, just masking him and making him look like he's the nice, friendly guy to prove a point. That is that liberals are all loving, but he is not all loving, because even if a lot of people protect him for this, it's just so dumb that you're using a shock collar for such minuscule thing. For instance, shock collars are mainly used on like dogs that are very hard to train. Things such as like the breeds like Belgian Malinois and pit bulls, and most of the times shock collars are supposed to be used on dogs that are served or like are serving for like some law enforcement type of thingy, like canines or so on and so forth. It is true that you can, technically speaking, buy just a random shock collar off of Temu or some shit and use it on your dog. It's like, motherfucker, high-tech sounds, and it's like the dog is like just chilling, 1 inch millimeter off of the line, and it's like it's just like, what I mean? The dog just fucking yelps because this guy just obliterates it with high voltage. So someone recorded this. That's a remote controller that you saw there, and he's trying to hide it when it is in plain view. You saw that? Let me show you. So I'm gonna try to pause it. So that is a remote control for a shock collar. Let me actually try to find it for you guys. So apparently I found something. This isn't really that, but It's very much similar if you look at it. To be fair, it's very much similar. Apparently there is that pic, there is the evidence. Basically, the dog was shot and it's used on it. Now if you look back at it, so there is the shot collar, and when he sees it, he tries to move it away. This guy is such a pathetic human being. It's actually undescribable. I can't even describe this. My point is that I'm not trying to send a hate message. YouTube, please do not get offended. YouTube commenters, I'm not trying to like send hate messages. I'm trying to describe a general view of hate from every single person's perspective, because there are a lot of dog owners that can reassure you that you can teach this to your dog without the need of shock collars. But even better, they would suggest you to mind your fucking business and let that dog mind its fucking business, because you never know what's going on inside a dog's mind, because quite frankly, they don't really have the consciousness we have. And so this little fella might just have its gallbladder just being itching and just weird tingly sensation because this retard doesn't let it go and take a fucking piss. And he's just like, this guy is like, oh Kaya, you fucking retard, get back into your fucking position and just do your fucking thing like a good Samaritan. Okay, so this is apparently the remote control, so I did not in fact do a great job. Regardless, it's very bad, bro. And I wasn't really even aware of this. I was just like, I wanted to make a video on the first video, and I was like, well, let's just look up something on Twitter, and I see this. Wow. Imagine a human just randomly is like, ouch. You know what I mean? It's just not happening. You don't just randomly go, ouch, my pubes, my nuts hurt. You know what I mean? It's just like, if your nuts hurt, you probably did some freaky 18+ shit to it. Like you drained your nutsacs and now it hurts because it's like hormones or something. You know, it doesn't just hurt for no reason. That's a bad example because technically speaking, I think your nuts can hurt for no reason. But let's just say your arms hurt like hell for no reason. You know, it's just not happening. You probably did some shit. You probably dislocated that bullcrap. You know, that motherfucker, you probably dislocated it, and it's like it hurts. Same way to dogs, they don't just fucking yelp like a fucking bitch. You know what I mean? But anyways, that's my view on this video. What do you think? Do you guys think he's in the good, he's in the wrong? I don't know, is he innocent? Let me know in the comments. I think this is very, very, very distasteful and just brain rotted and just weird and straight up garbage, man. Poor dog. Anyways, thank you so much for your support. If you really like this video, maybe subscribe if you want. It's not obligated, but it's a little sign of appreciation that I always welcome. If in case you don't want to subscribe and you want to state your opinion, let me know in the comments. You can actually defend him if you want, and I'm willing to look for well orchestrated arguments, you know. Anyways, take care and I'll see you in the next video. Peace, Lino, in the dingalinho, bro.